Come on in. Hello and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Thanks so much for tuning in on our snowy Wednesday. My name is Katie O'Neill. I'm coming to you live on Facebook from Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. And as usual, I like to start my videos from the inside out. So Jody, go ahead and take her on back. Today is super exciting. This is the first time I've had the honor of making a video on a coach like this in 2023. This is a bath and a half model 2023 Renegade Valencia. And what's so cool about this is we have a new cabinet. We have a maple cabinet in Lakewood. So I'm so excited about showing this to you. It's the first time I've been able to go live on TV with this floor plan and this color combination. So one of the best things about this RV is it's a great RV to sleep with a lot of people, but it's also a bath and a half model. So just over 38 feet 10 inches long. And this is one of Renegade's best selling products. And if you take a look here in the back, you'll see why. First and foremost, we have a ton of really great room here. You'll notice that we have a porcelain potty down here. So really nice high-end finishes. Look at all that shelving space to keep towels and any of the other accoutrement you might need while you're out camping. And then I love the feeling of these new maple cabinets. So these are replacing the cherry cabinets that we had last year, but they're also replacing that cherry color. And for a lot of people, we had a lot of folks that wanted a refresh. And so here you have it. This is just a really nice updated color combination by Renegade. And of course, these maple cabinets are what you find in our Verona product, which is a really high-end, spectacular RV that boasts an 8.9 liter ISL. This has got a 6.7 liter ISB. So both of these engines are going to be manufactured by Cummins. Both of these RVs are made on a Freightliner chassis. This is an S2 RV chassis though, and what's interesting about this particular chassis, this chassis is actually designed to be specifically an RV chassis, so all of the cutaways that you might have to do with a regular M2106 chassis comes standard and already finished in the S2 RV chassis. Another really nice attribute of this coach is going to be the way that it drives. It's designed to handle the weight of the house that it has on the back. It's designed to have very good ease of vision out of your front windshield. And one of the best things about this coach is it still has all of those great features like 150 gallons of fresh water, 75 gallons of gray water, 75 gallons of black water, and all of the high-end finishes that you hope to find coming out of out of Elkhart, Indiana, where Renegade is made. Of course, we also carry the Newmar product, which comes out of Napanee, Indiana. But if I've ever said anything in a video, it's that the people that are there in these Amish communities take great pride in workmanship and really come up with a first-class product. And this is a great example of that. So if you take a look here, one of my favorite things that Renegade does is the sink without any kind of separation or lip. It's a seamless sink, so it's super easy to keep clean. And of course, you've got all these nice high polished surface countertops. You've got these LED puck lights throughout the coach. And you also have a nice place to keep your towels. And then underneath here, all of your cleaning supplies and your toilet paper roll as well. Now, I would be remiss not to show you how roomy the shower is. So we are going to go ahead and hop in the shower. This door does pull out. So it's important to understand if you're going to put your kids in here, the latch is not quite as sturdy when you lock them up. No, I'm just kidding. Don't lock your kids in the shower. That's a bad idea. Okay, so up here, take a look at how I have to reach all the way up. And I'm wearing moon boots, so I'm pretty tall today. So great skylight, lots of room. Your shower head is on an adjustable rod here. You also have a nice soap dish. Most importantly, a great place to keep your conditioner and shampoo, so you can leave it while you're in motion. That's a big deal, of course. If you don't have a bar like this, you can be like me, going down the road and you hear something go crash to the floor in your shower. It's the shampoo and conditioner. Happens every once in a while, I will admit. And then we also have a fantastic fan up here with a rain sensor. So this Max fan is in a great location because if you are using the office, you can go ahead and close this really large solid maple door. And when I say solid maple, I'm telling you guys, it's so nice to be able to be in this product and to show you how sturdy it feels. It is a really thick, solid door. And of course, you know, that sound insulation is something that you really do need when you're out camping. So nice to have that private office back there. And then I love these dual wardrobes. What's so nice about this is if you're a snowboarder or a skier and you've got bibs, maybe you're a snowmobiler, maybe you have a wetsuit, you can hang extra long items from the top to the bottom here. I don't know, maybe you're a pageant queen and you've got ball gowns. Whatever you happen to be doing, you can do that in this RV. Now, one of the separations or differences in this RV versus the Renegade Verona is going to be that this coach has a propane tank on it. So it's not an all-electric coach. For those of you that are boondocking, sometimes that's a preference. But this coach does have some of those extra features on there that are really important, like the lithium-ion battery pack, as well as the 3 additional solar panels. And all of this storage is so spectacular. One of the things I talk about in a lot of my videos is the fact that I like to have a differentiation of space, because we all know that sometimes we have more shirts, more jeans. We still have a place we need to keep underwear, socks, and bathing suits. So just having all of these different drawer sizes is so nice. And as you can see, you've got these great soft close drawers. Again, this is just a nice new cabinetry by Renegade this year. So very, very nice new change for 2023. A few other changes. The new Truma system is Truma Plus. It is a tankless hot water heater. So it is the best Truma that they offer on the market. This is going to give you endless hot water as long as you're plugged into a water source with a sewer source. So really, really great feature there. You know, if you're plugged in at your campsite and you want to take a nice long shower, there's no tank to fill up and then to worry about running out of that water. So great benefit with that Truma Plus, new for 2023. Of course, here we have our Insignia TV, and then we have our day shades and our night shades. And I love this color this year. This is so pretty. This blends really well into the valances. It's just a nice, classy touch. Feels like it really matches, and it really does do a great job at blacking out. Another nice feature for this year is that we're going to have our Firefly system, which of course we can use on our phone, but in a few different locations. So you can turn all of your lights on. You can turn your generator on and off. As you can see, our generator's running here. You can set your temperature. You've got your fan control for your front bath and your stool room. You also have all of your slide control, as well as the window shade for the front bunk over cab, and awning control right here. So if it starts to get windy, maybe you're getting up in the morning, maybe you're taking a nap and you feel that gust coming up, you can come right here without having to exit your bedroom and get that awning pulled in. So really, really handy there. And then, as I mentioned, that mobile app allows you to do all of those same things here on the Mira. So when you have your phone with you, which of course I don't have my phone. It's in the video van, if you really must know. But if you have your phone with you, you can actually open and close your slides without having to be inside of the coach. So here you'll see our 2 75-gallon freshwater tanks, giving us 150 gallons of fresh water. And then you'll also note that in 2023, not only do we have our 2 110 outlets next to our nightstands here, we also have a Type-C and a USB port, so that's fantastic. This is the Harbor decorative interior, so kind of a nice light gray. And then you'll see here tons of overhead storage, and of course you have your little control here to turn on and off your lights and such, but with that phone control you really just don't need that. Oh, we've got a question, so go ahead.
The question is this unit have a jackknife sofa?
This unit does not have a jackknife sofa. It's actually got a hide-a-bed sofa. It's a tri-fold, and I'll show that to you in just a moment. And this is all new furniture in 2023 from Renegade as well. So I think you'll be really excited to see the new sofa in this coach. Before I do that though, I do want to just show you these great little simple snaps. I'm going to release that one. Then I'm going to release this one. And then I'm going to show you one of the other great benefits of this Renegade product. And that's going to be that you have uh-oh, there's a pin down there. Well, heck, I think I have a piece still in place from when we were transporting it. But so you have this great separation where you have your own bedroom, and then all of your company can use this really huge center bathroom. So Jody, if you wouldn't mind, This is something that a lot of manufacturers struggle with on even larger floor plans. So this coming in, you know, not just under 40 feet, but under 39 feet is just fantastic. As you can see, this is a really nice, spacious mid-bath, plenty of room for 3 14-year-olds. Trust me, I have experience with that. They will all be in here getting ready. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here, again, nice deep medicine cabinet. Great place to keep your hair dryer, your flat iron. And then what's nice about the way that they've done the sink is you actually have a lot of counter space on either side for your toothbrushes. Then you've got your 2 110 outlets there for your hair dryer. And again, all of this room. And this, of course, is really, really important. When you're out there on the road, you want to be sure you're comfortable. And so this is a lot of room for sitting down. Again, you have your rain fan or your rain sensing fan up here for the stool room. And then again, these great solid doors. So we love that feature. Another great feature, especially if you're traveling with kids, one of the nicest things you can do is to get your laundry done before you get to your campsite. So I love the Splendide stackable washer and dryer. Of course, when you have a lot of people with you, or even if you don't, you just don't have to pack as much, or you can have a larger variety because you can take a few pairs of shorts and a few pairs of jeans, a few pairs of socks, and you can just do laundry during your trip. So you don't have to pack as heavily. And then if you do have company with you, you have plenty of room where you can offer them a drawer or two because you haven't had to bring all of your supplies for that longer trip. Another great feature here in the center of this coach, and I was talking to somebody about this earlier, you know, a lot of people these days like to have things like a rice cooker. Maybe they want to have their coffee pot, an air fryer. All of those things will fit here. This is a very deep traditional cabinet. And then with these nice full extension shelves here in your pantry, plenty of room for snacks. And I like this. I like the fact that your snacks are all going to be centered here right in the middle of the coach. Easy access for the kiddos if they want to get out some Cheez-Its or Goldfish. Everyone can have a little drawer down here. You can go ahead and get those XOXO containers with the pop tops and keep everything fresh. So super, super nice. Another thing I wanted to mention about this coach today is right now we are running off of the generator in the middle of a snowstorm. So most of our videos start at 10 o'clock in the morning. Today we are doing a late start because we wanted to go ahead and get some of the road or the dealership plowed before we went online and live. But it's warm in here, it's comfortable. As you can see, I've got a pretty sheer top on. I'm not wearing my coat, and I certainly will be putting my jacket on when I go outside. So here we've got another Insignia product. We've got this fantastic refrigerator equipped with an ice maker. And one of the things I like about Renegade is they make their latches really easy to see. You can just tell that this is locked and that it's unlocked. So that is a nice benefit that you're going to have in your coach. You always know going down the road, you're not gonna have a soda fall out on your foot. And then I love this adjustable cheese drawer. So if you've got taller products or you wanna just move something over to give a little extra room, you've got it. And then of course there's a ton of space here. This cabinet or this door would easily hold a few gallons of milk. So if you've got littles that are camping with you, certainly that would work as well. And then take a look at all of the space up here. So incredibly roomy. So this is a really, really nice layout. You've got this soft, cushiony ceiling. You've got, of course, a very, very non-invasive, this is a wallpaper, is very, very simple. One of the things that's really nice about this coach is it's gonna be something where you can really customize it and make it your own. It's got great bones to it, but it's not overly decorative, so you don't have to worry about it clashing with your style. You can go ahead and make this your own very easily. Another great feature about the Renegade Valencia is the size of this booth. Look at how much room I have. So I'm over here at the edge, right? So I've got plenty of room for a full-size meal, and I could have a really big dude next to me and have plenty of room. So I just love that. I also like the way these windows pop open, so they just twist. So even now with the snow coming down, I don't have to worry about it coming in or getting stuck on the screen. It's all gonna just come off the way that these pivot out to give you that fresh air, so you can have them open. Because sometimes when it's raining in the forest, it smells so beautiful. So you can still get that fresh air without worrying about having water come into your coach. And then of course I'll just go ahead and close one of these so that you can see again these great shades. And again, I just love this new dark shade. So when you're blacking out your coach and you're sleeping at night, it's really great that it's not black. It's nice that the blackout shades are actually this really nice oatmeal-y color. It keeps it really light and bright in here. And on that note, that's one of the best things about this flooring and about all the decorations in here. I love this new floor. So this wood plank floor in vinyl, of course, is going to have so much more durability than some of the floors we've had in the past. But one of the nice features about this is this coach is so bright and cheery. So I love all of these gray tones in here. Of course, we've got this great Dometic cooktop. And these do slide here in the back as a holder, but I'm just gonna lift them up to show them to you for right now. So this is a 3-burner cooktop. Something that I miss in my coach is actually a place to hang my towels. So I have a bunk model Superstar, but what I loved about my Renegade is I love this little towel bar right here in the front. And of course it's just over your fuses. So it's a great place to hang up your towels because you're not really blocking a cabinet. But I really enjoy the fact that this Dometic is, first of all, really classy, and then second of all, stainless, and then third of all, it has a towel bar. So really nice. And I'll go ahead and show you these drawers just so you can get an idea for size. I didn't bring my phone. I didn't bring my measuring tape. I'm filling in for a friend today, so I think I had about, 5 minutes to prepare for this video. But I know these coaches like the back of my hand, so it was super easy to jump in. And I was actually a little bit jealous that she was gonna get to do this video because I really wanted to shoot this new Valencia with this fantastic new maple cabinetry, because I just love it. And then here, of course, we have our High Point microwave and convection oven. We use this throughout a lot of our product lines, so even our Verona will have this High Point microwave and convection oven. And speaking from experience, I had this in my 36 VSB, my 2020. Great unit, lots of room. You can make cookies in here, so it will bake. You can also microwave a burrito, so it'll do both things for you. And then up here, you'll note that we have our Sony Blu-ray player. This coach also has a standard satellite system and has the optional Wi-Fi. So again, with the lithium-ion battery pack, the solar panels, all of that storage, the 6.7 liter ISB, which is going to boast 360 horsepower. But more importantly, for those of you that are comparing that Super C segment, not only do you get all of this extra space, but you also get 800 foot-pounds of torque and a 12,000 pound towing capacity. So really nice improvement there over some of the gas engine statistics. Not to mention, like, the fit and finish of this coach is really second to none in the competitive segment. I know that there's a new player or two out there in a 6.7 liter ISB. I've got to tell you, if you really want a high quality coach and you haven't had a chance to look at a Valencia, make sure you do that before you make a decision, because I promise you, you will be just floored by the quality of this product. Now up here, of course, is a great place to keep your books, and I should show these to you. I don't do this often during these videos. And like I said, I didn't have a lot of time to prepare, but look at how Renegade does things. How nice is that printout? Everything is really well organized. You can see all of your appliances have 3-pole punches, your TV, your audio video systems. Everything is just great, really well labeled. They just do a fantastic job for us. So if you haven't ever had a Renegade, it's absolutely a treat to come into a product like this on the marketplace. You'll be instantly spoiled. The good news is we have a lot of ways you can move up through the product line as your family grows and your needs maybe increase. Sometimes we've got people that'll start off with a product like this, and then all of a sudden they've got a stacker, and maybe they need an XL or they need a classic. But we've got a lot of ways for you to grow in this segment. And this is a great coach for those of you who want to carry side-by-sides, maybe go snowmobiling. Of course, all of these are residential faucets with both spray and pour. Nice deep sink basin. Single basin is oftentimes requested by a lot of clients. It's just a standard feature here in this coach. And then Jody, if you wouldn't mind, just pan over here to the right. I do want to show off that other screen. So once again, when you're in your coach, starts growing up the wind a little bit, Go ahead, roll that awning back in. You want to turn all your lights on and off. I just love that you have this master switch where you can just turn everything off or everything back on, and you can set what is part of your master. So super cool there. Nice place here for your coffee maker. So you've got a little plug there, and you have so much room in this coach. We actually kept a blue and black trash can inside of that silver one. We use the silver one inside, the black one outside, and of course the blue one for recycling. This coach does not have central vac, but what it does have is it has plenty of room here for a Dyson. So as you can see, there's a ton of storage, even back behind the trash can, all the way underneath here. So you can keep all of your cleaning supplies very easily under this section of the coach. And one of the reasons you can do that is because you have room to keep everything else where it belongs. You're not really saddled with trying to squeeze things in this RV. It's got a ton of space. Now we're also going to have 3 seat belts here, 2 seat belts here, and then 2 in the front. So we're going to be able to seat a total of 7 with seat belts while on the road. And one of the differences between the Valencia and the Verona is going to be this bed. So this is called a trifold. So for the gentleman or woman who reached out earlier, this is a queen size bed. In my 2020 Verona, I also had a trifold. In the LE, you'll actually have a hide-a-bed. But I have to assure you, this trifold, I showed this on Verona earlier this week. I did a video on a 36 VSB. This trifold is so comfortable. And we did not do like a small bit of traveling. Like my daughter basically during COVID had Zoom classes at her school. So she was able to leave Colorado. We went all over the place. We went to like Chicago and Indiana. What's nice about this though is she's a really picky sleeper, and this was very comfortable for her. So as you can see, a full-grown adult would be absolutely fine in this. If you want to write in and tell me that if you're 6'9", you don't fit on the bed, I hear that every once in a while. If you're 6'9", you don't fit in most beds. So just so you know, but if you were to be a side sleeper, I think you could still get yourself pretty darn comfortable. Lots of room on this bed. And worst case scenario, you can have someone sleep up top and you can just go diagonal. So I think you were able to see those seat belts there underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this back down. Oh, we've got another question. Go ahead.
Does the Valencia have in-floor heating throughout the entirety of the coach?
No. Okay, so the question is, does the Valencia have in-floor heating? And the answer is no. And to be honest with you, you don't really have what I would consider to be in-floor heating in any of the Renegade products until you get up to the Classic or the Verona LE. I'm sorry, not the LE, the Verona XL. So what does that mean? So there's a few different ways to achieve in-floor heating. You can have in-floor heating, for instance, on a Classic, and what it is it's a current that goes underneath in the tile, and it's an electric heat element in the floor. That element is in the Classic and the XL. It does not come into play in the Verona, the Valencia, or the Verona LE. Same thing goes, you can go ahead and buy, a really nice Newmar Superstar. No in-floor heating until you get into that Supreme Air level. So we do have in the Verona level, which is an all-electric coach, something that's called hydronic heat. A lot of people mistake that for in-floor heating. What hydronic heat is it heats up a tube of liquid in a boiler system that goes underneath the coach. That boiler system then has air that blows over the top of it, and that will allow you not to operate your furnace. You can actually operate your tankless hot water heater to heat your coach through its hydronic heating system, but that is also not in-floor heating. So it's important to understand there's different ways to get what we call hydronic heat, and I think a lot of times folks misinterpret hydronic for being in-floor. Most of the in-floor heating you'll find in the RV industry is actually electric heat in the floors, and it's available. It's just in a higher line coach. So we do have it out there, and I'm always happy, if you've got questions, for me, I'm always about comparing things. If you wanted to compare what it would take to buy a coach that has, heated tile floors, all electric, all of those things, you're more than welcome. I'll send you order guides. I will email you all the forms that we use, and even after you've chosen all your options, we'll make sure to give you dealership pricing as well as the manufacturer pricing, so you can compare them equally and know that what you would spend on one coach and what you would spend on the other. So if you'd like to do that research, just keep in mind that my contact information is always listed below these videos at the beginning and end of them, and you're welcome to just text me or shoot me an email. I think I have 6 Super Cs that are here on the premises that are delivering in the next 4 weeks. So I sell a ton of Super C product. I'd be happy to help.
Another follow-up question on
Sure, another follow-up. I'd be happy to help.
the Renegade Icon have in-floor heating?
The Renegade Icon has in-floor heating, but keep in mind that Icon, I did our last available Icon video a few months back. That 2023 Icon that you saw in that video was the last Icon we'll ever see. Coming in 2024, Renegade will take the XL and replace that Icon with the XL. I just did an Icon video, an XL video about 3 or 4 weeks ago. If you want to tune in and take a look at that, a lot of those new systems that are in that Icon are going to move into the XL. And to be honest with you, they've already started to transform that XL into what will be the future highest level of Renegade. So I've got, if you pull into my, you just got to find me a hashtag RVs Inside Out. It's RVSINSIDOUT. You'll find I have a ton of Super C videos. I've got one on the Icon and on the XL and then on the LE, and then you can get a lot of comparative information out there. But I'd also be happy to kind of take a phone call from you or maybe text you back and forth about some of the things that we're going to be changing, like that Victron system, being able to run your AC, the extra batteries, all those things that come when you get up into that higher level with the Renegade product. Okay, so hopefully y'all saw this over cab storage up here. So tons of room. One of the things I talk about in a lot of my videos, I like the fact that this is a uniform space, that it's long all the way till here, which means you can just use those little shoe boxes. You could probably fit 5 or 6 across here. Just label them A through Z, great space. In a lot of other manufacturers, you'll find that even when you open these doors, they're decorative and they're not really giving you all of that storage. Here in this coach, you've got all of the storage, which is super nice. Another nice feature about this, cup holders in the armrests of this couch, and this new furniture for 2023 is fantastic. Now, bunk over cab is, of course, a great feature here. As you can see, I have this slid forward. One of the nice features is on this coach, you could bring this out and make it a bed, but when it's pushed away, you've got really easy access into the coach. The other thing that's great about this is if you don't have kids, this nice Formica surface up here is a great place to keep bins. So if you've got, your fishing supplies, your hunting supplies, maybe your hockey, hockey team, baseball team, snowboarding, paddleboarding, whatever it is, you can store a lot of stuff up here on this top storage area, and you can pull this all the way into place. And then there's little pins to keep that latched right here on either side so that it doesn't go sliding forward. So you could really keep a lot of storage up here. Now, if you do have kids up here, you've got another Insignia television up here for the kids. This is a 24-inch. And then you've got a nice curtain rod that goes all the way across. Also an LED lighted, this is just a little nightstand, if you will, that has the USB port, the Type-C, and the 110 outlets, so they keep all of their stuff charged, which is of course really important. These air ride seats are just amazing. They are super comfortable. I do want to cover them. I think I'll cover them. Last time I did it from the outside in, but I can just point and shoot right now. So here in the center, you're going to see that you have your 9-volt plug-in. That's for your radar detector. Just kidding. If you're using a radar detector in an RV, you're going way too fast. That's to you, Mike. You know who I'm talking about. That equalizer leveling system, of course, is going to be your jack system. And what's nice about equalizers, they also have a phone app, and then it's integrated again into that Firefly app on your phone. You got power windows, power locks. You also have that little button down just to the left of the lock and unlock button. That's going to be your engine brake. So this coach does have an engine brake, which is great. You've got your Allison transmission. You've also got your trailer lights, your docking lights, cruise control, and you also have power heated mirrors over here on the left. And then you'll notice that down below the steering wheel, you also have an integrated brake controller. My Superstar did not come with a brake controller, and we didn't really think about that until right before we were jumping on the road to leave. So having a standard brake controller is pretty awesome. And then up here you'll see that they've got just about everything right except for one thing. So you've got your Cobra CB system can go right here. It's already kind of pre-wired for you. I will hop in and show you that this does not have a sissy horn. You know, when you're driving a badass truck, you gotta have that good horn. But the only thing that we are missing is right here. There's nothing for me to check my lip gloss. And I can't even tell you how many videos I've done where I would love just to look up in the middle of the video to make sure there's like nothing on my face or I don't have hair in my mouth. I mean, these are live videos. There's very, very unforgiving. So are some of the people who make comments. So please try to be nice out there. I have a name, by the way. I'm Katie O'Neill, not she. But for those of you who like to leave comments, all the feedback is super appreciated. Even when it's not so kind, it just allows me to get better. But yeah, I love the fact that this whole thing is set up with like a great place to keep your wallet, your sunglasses. You've got your overhead lights there, just push lights, so you can see not only in the day but also in the night without having it impact you. If you're looking, you know, at something down here, you can still see it, but it's not going to reflect onto the windshield. But yeah, they just need to get me a mirror for my lip gloss. I mean, I'm not going to do my mascara, guys. It's just for my lip gloss, okay? Okay, so it's super important to have armrests on both sides of your seat. Again, these are air ride, and these do swivel the whole way around. So here we have 2 people that can sleep. We've got another 2 people that can sleep on the couch. We have another probably 1 or 2 small people that can sleep on the that hide-a-bed. I guess it's not hide-a-bed. This convertible dinette, and then another 2 back here. So you really have enough room to sleep 7 people very easily in this coach. So what does that mean for you? Well, one of the things that it means is, okay, so I can sleep a lot of people. Can I seat a lot of people? And I actually sold a really, really expensive, very high-end, like over, you know, $1 million Class A to a gentleman who wanted to buy it for his race team. And it was by a different manufacturer. And he ended up getting a Renegade because the Super C had room for his dudes. And when he closed the slides on that Class A, he couldn't fit the big dudes. What's nice about this coach is if you have like a bum leg or a big dog or just some big dudes that you're trying to house, this is your walking room. So even though, as you can see, when I put this king size bed all tucked up into the corner where it belongs, I still have full access the whole way through this coach to the bathroom. This is just about done. I do want to open this up so that you can see how beautiful it is on the outside as well as the inside, so I'm going to close that slide. But look at how much room I have to get to the bathroom or to do laundry. The only problem is it's Jason's job to do the laundry, and he drives a lot of the time, so I guess I'd have to drive so that he could make me a sandwich and do my laundry. But other than that, everything would be super simple. The most embarrassing thing is a lot of times my clients will come into town, and 70% of the coaches I sell are probably out of market, if not a higher number. But we'll be out to dinner with like one of my clients, and then they'll look over and they'll say, yeah, so is this really true? And he'll ask him a question about something I said in a video. And I'm always like, oh shoot, I hope he's not watching all of these videos. Or my daughter, because I talk about Stella all the time. And by the way, everyone's doing great. So I apologize in advance for looking like a snow mummy. I was not ready for video today, but we are on our way out. Sounds like we might have another question.
We do have another question.
Okay, sure.
What's his name? Daniel?
Hi, Daniel.
Daniel wants to know if you were to order a unit, specifically a new model, he wanted to know if he could get the pedal on the left side because he's an amputee.
You know, I don't know whether or not we can do that offhand, but Daniel, if you reach out to me, I know we have a lot of coaches that we manufacture. We actually have a 4311, which is a handicap accessible Newmar here in inventory right now. and I would be happy to see what kind of modifications we can make. Honestly, it sounds like a pretty easy modification that we should be able to do. A lot of times there's hand controls. I can't imagine that they can't use one of those hand controls to give you access to your accelerator and brake as well. So please just take a look for my contact information. You can find me at hashtag RVs Inside Out, or of course you can find me at katie.o'neill@transwest.com, and I would be happy to continue the dialogue and help you get on the road and out there camping with us for sure. So yeah, I would be honored, to be honest with you. I think it's one of the things that we get to do here in this industry is get people, you know, living their best lives. So happy to help. So one thing I did want to just mention while I was in this coach is, first of all, we've talked about all this great room. I totally missed the television, which by the way pops off the wall so you can't aim it further towards the back. But this nice Insignia also has this fantastic sound bar down below so you can listen to music. But more importantly, one of the things I wanted to talk about is right here. And it's something I don't think I've ever actually mentioned. We're not talking about the courtesy lights or the heat vents. What we're talking about here is the e-start. So if your battery is low and you need to use your house batteries to start your engine, the button's over here. So the one thing I would also say is we need to have a lip gloss mirror, and we need to move the e-start up onto the dash because you need to have somebody else hold it. Or if you guys watch Grant Russell's videos, Grant Russell's kind of a hoot. He told me, I said, Grant, I can't start this coach and I don't know where the battery override button is. And he's like, Katie, it's next to the door. And I was like, well, how do I do it? He's like, just use tape. Just use tape. It's so easy. Love you, Grant. All right, so I have all the time in the world, especially after you show everybody where to keep your slippers. I love that spot. I miss that so much in my Superstar. Don't worry, we're gonna dry out the inside of the coach just right after I show you. Nice little door here, and if I turn off the override and I put this door shut, one of the things that's nice about it, oops, there we go. One of the things that's nice about it is it actually will suck in your step now because it's got a magnetic override, which is super cool. So here we go. So this is the Hampton exterior. Look how beautiful this is. Got this great Girard awning. Again, that Truma Plus AquaGo system is right here. And then we're gonna start looking at our bays. Now I want you to notice that usually when I come out of the coach, my bays are open. Last time Avin opened all of my bays for me, he really took himself out on one of the slides and bumped his head. So maybe that's why he didn't put them out for me today. Avin, we're really sorry about your noggin. All right, so I hear we have another question.
The question is, does Transwest sell accessories such as CD radio?
Oh yeah, we can get
installed?
Yeah, we can go ahead and get you a Cobra system. We can get anything installed that you need. Sometimes we'll ask you to mail us the part or to order it and send it to us by Amazon so that we're getting the right one for you. But we also have an accessories list that I can email to you that carries all of the things that we're used to installing. I install a lot of cradle point systems onto these coaches. I install a lot of Starlink system onto these coaches, and we have a price list that shows installation and cost all on one easy to read sheet so that if you forgot that you might need it, that sheet might remind you it's something that you wanted to ask about. So yes, we absolutely can do aftermarket installation. Here's your 19 and a half by 19 and a half ottoman. This does open and store all of your favorite blankets. More importantly, your remote controls. Love that. Your snacks. I must be hungry. I'm really into snacks today. Another Insignia TV with another soundbar. And then one of the things I wanted to make sure we mentioned is, first of all, this gives you that nice glare protection. But when you get into these coaches, so first of all, you can lock all of your cabinets up really easily, so you got good security. But look at this latch system by Renegade. So they have these double latches. So these doors are really, really secure going down the road. You don't have to worry about something popping open while you're driving. Another nice thing to mention, if you can hear that 8 kilowatt quiet diesel generator roaring in the background, this is a very, very quiet generator, very quiet coach. A ton of storage underneath for a Super C. Like I said, really second to none. The Renegade quality, the way that they manufacture things is just so solid. And there's so much room in this RV. So if you have paddle boards, if you've got a barbecue you want to carry, all of your lawn chairs, your, we have a lot of fire bans here in Colorado. So An Outlander fire pit fits underneath here with a tank of propane. There's also a quick connect, so you can use that. I think a handheld propane tank that you get from Home Depot, to be honest with you, is probably better for an Outlander fire pit, just so you can kind of position it where you like without having that tripping hazard. Gosh, these doors do not like the cold. By the way, you guys, this is an act of love because it's like, I don't know, 5 right now. And Jody's out here. I look nice and bundled up, but my poor friend Jody, his hands have got to be so frozen. 12,000 pound towing capacity. You got your 7-pin connector pre-wire right here, your rear view backup camera. Another new thing for 2023, we did redesign our fiberglass end cap. You'll notice that we have new lights, and also you have this separation where if you have an oopsie on the lower half of your coach, you don't have to replace this entire end cap. You can just do this lower section. And of course, most of our accidents happen. Joe Snyder, where do they happen? Joe Snyder, by the way, is my Freightliner rep. Took me to learn about this S2 RV chassis in South Carolina at the Freightliner factory. Joe, we love you. We can't wait to see you. But we all know what you told us was most of your accidents, 90%, happen in backing up. So it's nice. We've thought about how to quell those issues. Look at all that room. For people who don't know, man, having a power cord on a power reel is so nice. 36 feet of excellence that you don't have to touch when it's really cold or muddy or wet. Surge protector. We also give you a 30 amp adapter standard. This is a 50 amp coach with 2 15,000 BTU air conditioners and heat pumps on the top. Again, you've got your 8 kilowatt quiet diesel generator. Now that we are done with the interior of this, I'm gonna go ahead and hit stop on this coach. Needless to say, we've been using our generator today because, well, we just don't have a lot of sun out right now. But as you can see here, really important feature to talk about as well, these R22 tires by Bridgestone are manufactured for this coach. So this is a 255/75 R22. These RV manufacturers, when Renegade builds a coach, they go to Bridgestone and they say, we need this kind of compound, this is what we're looking for, this is the heat rating that we need, this is the tire size that we want, this is what's going to allow our coach to perform the best. So it's really important to understand everything is really well thought out. You can see that here in this this water bay as well. I love the way that they have etched all of those labels onto that bay. So tank fill is not written on there. It's not just some black stencil that's actually engraved into the steel, giving you a great long-term solution that's not gonna wear off. You're not gonna wonder if you're turning on the low point drain. Here you can see we've got our heated tanks. One of the things that we have done this year that we've integrated into our Firefly app is a better tank monitoring system. So that's another improvement for 2023. So quite a few things have changed aesthetically, and then quite a few things have changed internally. So our tank monitoring system, of course, was always kind of, you know, my Renegade either read 33, 66, or 0. It never told me it was full. I always had to lift the bed up. So really nice to have these tanks now with a new monitoring system. Of course, this is your black and gray water. And again, those are 75-gallon tanks. This is not only someone who's going pole to pole, but this is a boondocker's dream. What a coach you have here. Here is your propane tank. And I gotta look at my specs on this. I wanna say it's a 20-gallon LP tank. So that's your 20-gallon propane tank here. Again, just really nicely laid out, super easy access. If you're stopping to fuel up with your 100-gallon fuel tank, you go in and get your propane, your DEF, your propane, everything is just really easily accessed. And then here you'll see again, we have our batteries, both for our house and our chassis, in one bay. And then right here, you've got your plug. So this is going to be the system, or this is going to be where you can actually air up all of the tires you have in the coach. And I apologize, I'm looking at this system right now. I see that we have the optional quick LP connect to solar system. This does not have the lithium ion battery upgrade. This coach has the regular AGM batteries, but just speaking from experience, with all of the solar in your generator should be more than enough to keep you happy. And of course, it's something that we can upgrade for you here at the dealership. That's another aftermarket product. We can go with Dragonflies, and we also work with Lithionics. So if you find yourself in the right coach with the wrong battery pack, let me know. I'll have a lot of questions for you as to why you want that lithium system. But if all of the answers line up and the stars align, we have a lot of options to help you with that as well. I have just regular lead acid on my coach. I've got 8 of them, it's fine for me, but there's a lot of reasons you might consider lithium as well. Okay, so again, here's our DEF tank. We've got, again, our power mirrors. As you can see, we're already wired up here for a CB. These are heated mirrors. And then up here, underneath the hood, you're going to see that beautiful marriage of this 6.7 liter ISB Cummins engine to the Freightliner S2 RV chassis. Fantastic, fantastic manufacturing prowess here. You know, it's so important to understand that when you're sitting in this windshield, Freightliner has designed this hood so that you can see the nose of your coach. So for those of you who are hoping to have another driver join you in the family, this is a great RV. It's very easy. You can see the slope here. Very easy to drive, very easy maneuver. Again, if you have an oopsie, you'll note like this beautiful chrome bumper is a 3-piece bumper. It's designed for oopsies. We know that nothing goes as planned all the time. And for those of you who aren't familiar with this product, a lot of people will ask me about leveling jacks or, you know, the type of materials used. This is it, man. Like when you're looking in this segment, there's not a nicer RV manufactured than the Renegade product in this Super C 6.7 liter ISB market. If you want me to prove it to you, come down and see me. Again, my name is Katie O'Neill. I'm coming to you live here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV on a balmy Wednesday afternoon. Thank you so much in advance for tuning in and for staying with us to the end of the video. Please let me know how I can get you out on the road and camping.